Hey everyone, Kubo here and welcome back to my Chrono Cross playthrough. Today we are going to start climbing the Terra Tower. We've got a lot to get through, so let's just get straight on with it. Introducing the Yellow Blob. The Ochrelands have dried up and withered. Is it your will to choose destruction? It sure is! Terrator, 2310 HP. 5 AP. This guy will go down quite easily. We're going to start with Sarge getting off a 2 and a 3. Like, the Terrator is very quick, so we just need to get off what we can when we can. Next up, once he has raised his attack and defense temporarily, Glenn is going to get involved. We're going to just do 2 weak attacks to get to level 3. Then from there, I'd like Fargo to use Strengthen on, well, it doesn't matter, we're going to use it on Sarge. So that's 3 action points, and then with Sarge, I'm just going to get in a 1. Ooh, that's very double plus on good. How dare you? I did not advocate for this. Well, whatever. Here's an X strike. Think about what you've done. How dare you? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was a very quick turn. That was very rude. But yeah, that's the first boss of Terra Tower done. Another growth level. Terrible level ups. Fargo gets a strength level up, but that's it. Nothing to write home about. Okay, let's start with the treasure hunting. There are 13 treasure chests we can get in this maze. I think it's alright to call it a maze. Starting off with this one. Open this up and we will get a nostrum. From there, we are just going to keep following round. I'm not going to deliberately get into fights with these guys. We will run into plenty of them, don't worry. Yeah, we're going to run into so many of them. Okay, next thing I want to do is head down here. Oh, somehow I missed that. Didn't deliberately go to miss it, but there we go. Needs to just head all the way down the stairs. Alright, there we go. We did run into one eventually. We have the Terra. Try saying that 5 times fast. 700 HP, white and 8. So, we're going to start with Glenn using Turn Black on Sarge. And then from there, it's a very simple case of Sarge getting in some tasty 2s. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of damage to these guys. Yeah, it really is as simple as that. I'm going to show off all the enemies, though. Simply because it'll be good to see them. I will probably run into more than one Terra. Any battles that don't have a new enemy, I will just edit out. Yeah, nothing new here. Further down the staircase we go, and we will eventually get to this split. It honestly doesn't matter which one we choose. Oh, new enemy actually. This is slightly earlier than I was expecting. The Mixamith, I don't know how you pronounce it. 600 HP, white and 8, so you may guess where this is going. We're going to turn Sarge black once again. Yeah, the field effect going to black this early is super useful, although, you know, then we get the meteorite, because of course we do. That was a very early turn. We don't need to risk anything here with Sarge getting a fierce attack off, but, you know, this could be a one-shot. It was! Hooray! Okay, and then with Glenn, We're going to push some stamina. Yeah, let's just use Next Strike here. That should do it. Oh, 1,494. That's brutal. Okay. Small upgrades. Time to make our way down the coral ladder thing, I guess. Okay, over here we've got a chest containing another nostrum. And then from here, I want to go down like so. Haha, avoided them. Okay. And then from here, I would like to go straight down. Yeah, the Mixo thingy-mabobs can be a real pain to try and avoid. But, like, it just comes with practice. Source, trust me, bro, I guess. Watching speedrunners do this is an absolute joy. Like, they are so good at this game. Anyway, we need to head around here whilst avoiding the enemies whose names I can't pronounce. Again, the shadows normally give it away. Okay, and then from there, I just want to walk down here where we can get this treasure chest. Lol, just kidding. Anyway, we fall down this hole and we get to here. Sarge. You finally made it this far, Sarge. What was that? Yeah, it's just a stone face. When I was still human, I was locked up here and I have been here ever since. This tower is a fortress belonging to the ancient reptites, a symbol of revenge brought against mankind by the dragons. With the defeat of fate, the seal has been broken and this tower has surfaced. In the eyes of the dragons, we humans are the foes, and the fairies, and the dwarves, and literally anyone else not human. A brain that has developed to 3 times its original size in the span of 3 million years. We humans have evolved at an enormous rate because of our contact with Lavos' flame. In a sense, mankind is Lavos' offspring. We humans are extraneous to this planet. Now, how will you fight, Sarge? Who could that be? Comment below what your theories are as to who that stone face is. Anyway, we need to move on. We need to head up here, continuing climbing this coral structure. Try saying that 5 times fast. Avoid the mixo-ners. Okay, and then we're going to head down here, continuing to avoid the mixo-ners. And then I want to go into this gap here because this is the treasure chest we missed out on, the Pack of Lies, which appropriately named considering how you have to get it. Then there is a tiny waterfall to the left which has another chest behind it. We need to press up and left whilst this is happening. As long as you continue pressing up, you'll be fine and you'll get the Defender Plus. Okay, now we're going to head here. Maybe we can avoid this mix of whatchamacallit. There we go. And we are out. Okay, next up we need to climb this area. Unfortunately, these floating Terrators will track us and attack us on sight. I'm actually going to take them on because we can get small growths, and also because there is one more enemy we need to fight. Okay, we've actually found them. We've got the ectoplasm and the cytoplasm. The ectoplasm is the one on the left, 450 HP red innate. The cytoplasm 450 HP blue innate. I strongly suggest you take out the ecto and cytoplasms before you take out the Terrator, otherwise they will hit you with their plasma beams, and that's quite nasty. We're going to go for the ectoplasm first because Fargo is blue innate and will be able to take down... Oh no, we were supposed to take down the cytoplasm first. The logic was there. Yeah, let's actually show off Luminaire, see if that will kill it. Yeah, unfortunately I got this one slightly wrong. Oh well. But yeah, take out the plasmas first, otherwise they start doing some attacks, but they're not hard hitting. They just take 10 to 15 seconds. And unfortunately, something you'll learn about Terrators is that they absorb the white elements. Not white innate attacks, but white elements. That is true for every enemy in this area. If you use an element on them that they are the innate color of, they will absorb it. Really annoying. Which is why we're so physical based as a party. We got a mini level up. Strength and magic for Sarge, nothing for Glenn, and strength and magic for Fargo as well. God, that complete lack of level up was unfortunate. I would like to continue climbing. If I can avoid this Terra Tower, that would be great. They do hone in on you like that. Okay, and now we are going to lure this Terra. There we go. Haha, get wrecked, scrub. Up we go. And you'll see we're now trapped between two Terrators. Hopefully this one will leave us alone. No, go away. Please go away. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm just going to take the fight. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go up the ledge and then to the right. You'll see in a sec. Okay, by doing this and then dropping down this ledge here, we get into a secret passage. You may have seen this chest as we were going down the stairs earlier. We have got the Beta Carotene. The ultimate weapon of one character in the game who we haven't actually recruited. But we will be recruiting in the bonus episodes as we go through the extra content to get all the characters. And we might fight a couple more of the bosses along the way. I'm going to make my way back to the top by, once again, completely failing to avoid all the enemies. Truly, I am a professional at Chrono Cross. All hail me. Okay, with that done, that should be it for the enemies here. I don't think I managed to successfully avoid a single one. Jesus, that is quite embarrassing. But there is things we need to do here that is far more important. Leave me alone. There we go. These ones don't track us. These ones... Okay. For some reason, that pillar's not falling over. This one will, though. There we go. I forgot to press the A button. As you do. Okay, so... From here, we're going to head down. We're going to head across. And up like so. Imagine not pressing the A button. That's just embarrassing. Okay, in this area, we have some new enemies floating around. We will run into plenty of these in one of the subsequent areas, so I'm going to avoid them where I can. We already have the growth level up. Here, we've got a heal plus. We are nearly halfway there on the treasures as we continue to Metal Gear Solid our way past these guys up to this red blob. Many have bled, suffered and perished, and many have forgotten what punctuation is. It is your turn to die. The Pyrotor, 2280 HP, 7 action points, slightly slower. So here's what we're going to do. Sarge is going to open with a 1-2. Just trying to get in a bit of damage while we can. Glenn is going to cast an Eagle Eye on Sarge. And then from there, we want Silence Wave to go off. This will lower our attack, but fortunately, we have a backup plan. Strengthen on Sarge will make this easier for us. Okay, and then I want to do a 2 and a 3. That'll take us up to 6 action points. If you go 3-3, there is a chance that, unfortunately, the Pyrotor will get off a turn, and we don't want that. And then from here, we just want to get off, not a Saints. We don't have the capability. We're going to get off a Dash and Slash. And that might be enough. Just. There we go. If in doubt, you will need to cast Turn Blue with Glenn at the start of the battle if you're not quite getting off the damage before the Pyrotor can do some real damage. But Sarge will get a strength bonus, Glenn gets nothing, and Fargo gets a strength and magic bonus as well. Sarge has 45 strength, Glenn has 39. Glenn's is slightly below what we're looking for. It's kind of cringe, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get into a fight with this enemy then. This is the Cuboid, 570 HP, white innate, usually comes in groups of 2, sometimes comes accompanied with the mics or what you call it. I'm never going to get that name right, don't expect me to. We are going to open this, as always, with Sarge turning the element that he needs to. And then from there, we are just going to do some 2s. Yes, the Cuboid can get off this slash all, but honestly, it doesn't do that much. Like, even the 89 will get fully healed by our heal-alls that we have got equipped. Yes, we are going to be pretty much full health after every battle, remember. Life is easy. We got some mini boosts. Glenn is continuing to not get any boosts because life is unfair. Okay, from here, I want to climb. I'm going to keep on running into these Cuboids because there's one more enemy we can run into. From here, I want to just run all the way over and then up this ladder. Continuing to climb, we want to make a short detour down here where we can pick up another treasure chest. This is another rainbow shell. Yeah, if we were actually going to make rainbow equipment, we would have so much. However, we don't need to make rainbow equipment because of the strategies we're going for. But yeah, nice and easy. If you needed to make the rainbow equipment for the achievement, if you're playing the PlayStation version, you are in a very good spot. Anyway, I want to head down here and we're going to pick up another incredibly important weapon, the Spectral Glove. Awesome weapon for Grobice, but also for someone else. I'm going to take this Cuboid fight as well very quickly. Finally, we found it. The Woot 600 HP Yellow Innate. We are going to start with Glenn turning Sarge green. Actually very important. The Woot has some very nasty elements it can use, so I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. Yep, Cuboid's going to use slash all, because of course it is. How dare you? 58 damage. Oof. Well, whatever. Down it goes. Bye-bye. Glenn is going to use a weak attack and then going to turn Sarge black instead of green. Unfortunately, you can only be 2 innate colors. We can't be 3 or more. That's just how it is. You go down. No, I actually need to push some stamina with Fargo. Completely forgot about that. Come on. Stop using slash all. It doesn't need to be like this. Right, Fargo. Do some 2s. Oh wow, some real misses there. Oh, okay. Don't do any damage then. Yeah, sometimes this can get quite silly. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, the Woots are a really rare enemy, so don't be surprised if you just take forever to run into one. Sarge gets strength, Glenn gets nothing, and Fargo gets magic. Glenn is not growing well, it has to be said. Okay, with that done, we are now going to make our way out of this area. Look at us making progress. And onto this maze-like area. There's no new enemies here, so if I do accidentally run into something, I am just going to run away. Starting with this chest we can pick up for a holy healing. We saw the Sky Dragon use holy healing in our boss fight against it earlier. I have missed a treasure chest because of course I did. I want to go this way. We're going to avoid that Terra. We are going to pick up this treasure chest for another rainbow shell. Look at all the rainbow shells we have acquired during this playthrough. So many. Life is grand. Okay. And now we have made it to Viper Manor. Somehow. We don't question it, we just accept it and move on. Ah, Balthazar's here. And we see Chrono, Luca, and Marley are here as well. Marley, Marl, one of the two. Yeah, so Balthazar obviously knew who we were. And we are in a space that doesn't exist, because of course we are. And now, plot dump. Yeah, this is Balthazar. He is the sage/guru of reason. Balthazar is the guru, not Balthazar. Gaspar is the guru of time. I always get the gurus mixed up. I do. And then there's Melchior, the guru of making awesome weapons. Yeah. And then, as what happened in Chrono Trigger, the Queen of Zeal harnessed the power of Lavos, and the three gurus were sent across space and time. Balthazar was sent to 2300 AD, Gaspar was sent to the end of time, and Melchior was sent to 1000 AD. And so Balthazar got to study the future and bring his magic as well from 12,000 BC. And his research led to Chronopolis and the time crash that happened in 2400 AD, which we already saw. But that wasn't an accident. It was science. Yeah, and he made his own time machine similar to the epoch in Chrono Trigger he called the Neo Epoch. And yeah, he used it to come here and find out what happened to Chronopolis and Fate's plans. That's why he's in 1020 AD. So yeah, Terra Tower is really a city of the reptiles from another dimension's future. And yeah, Dinopolis, Chronopolis both got sent back in time. You have to remember the Azala's descendants, the Reptites, they would have evolved more slowly, whereas remember the humans have evolved more in line with Lavos. So yeah, Dinopolis, Chronopolis, two factions, Reptiles versus humans. I think you know what happens next. That's right, they go pew pew pew, and lots of bad things happen. Fierce battle ensued. Chronopolis emerges as the victor, humans win, Reptiles fortress sealed away by fate. Yeah, that's why the dragons were celebrating when fate was defeated. All very sad. So yeah, what were the dragons doing? Okay, so originally the whole archipelago of El Nido, which is where the game's based, was the Sea of Eden. That's where the dragon gods resided, okay? And then Fate, because it wanted to save humanity, sealed away the dragon gods, and effectively, played God. And therefore, that island came to be known as the Sea of Eden, which makes sense. And then the dragon gods, who are aligned with the Reptites, really wanted us to defeat Fate, because Fate was the ones that were sealing the dragon gods' power. And no, the dragon gods did not seal away the frozen flame. Fate was using the flame to seal away the dragon gods, so we actually unleashed the seal. We actually unleashed the seal on the dragon gods. Bad things happened. And yeah, the dragon gods were a singular life form, which we then saw them polymerize into. And yeah, that's what it is. So this dragon god entity was split up into 6, which we know as the 6 dragons that we earlier took on, defeated, and stole their relics from. And 3 were in the homeworld, 3 were in another world. They were split not just across the El Nido archipelago, but also across the timelines. And, you know, they weren't really dragons, they just appeared like that. So, fate gone, seal removed, and then the 7 dragons then came back together. Hope you're following along. That was not a typo. 7 dragons, not 6. And yeah, there was one dragon that Balthasar decided we didn't need to know about. Okay. Although the same planet, my world didn't have 2 moons. So it turns out that one of the dimensions has 1 moon and the other dimension has 2 moons. 5 stars, 2 moons. So the 5 stars correspond to the non-white dragons, the fire, water, earth, not sky, fire, water, earth, black, and green dragon. And then the 6th, the moon, being the white sky dragon. And then another moon. The dark moon. And the job of the Dark Moon Dragon was to destroy Fate. So, yeah. They created the Dark Moon Dragon when Chronopolis had that thunderstorm, and that child is Hull. Harley, Hull, whatever. Dun, dun, dun! And Harley was warning us of this. And so Harley actually, you know, succeeded, so to speak, in her plans. She managed to successfully seal away, take the seal off of the dragons. But she seemed like she didn't want us to do it. Well, thank you for that plot dump, and then the 3 ghost kids will make a comment about the fact we haven't got the Chrono Cross yet. If you do have the Chrono Cross at this point, they don't make that comment. We could have got it earlier, but it's one of the last things I want to do, actually. Okay, so I hope I've explained that. It's all very confusing. The only plot point is why if Harley's purpose when she was created to be to take the seal off the dragons, did she warn us not to do it when we actually got there? Anyway, we have a switch here. And by stepping on that switch, we can climb the ladder. And we're going to get to the black hole. Okay, with that done, we can now leave Balthasar's tower. Oh, yeah, not quite. And make our way to the next area. This next area doesn't actually open up until you finish the Balthasar plot dump, so don't try and sequence break or anything like that. Yeah, this passage will now become available. And we are going to hear this really pretty tune that I'm sure has no relevance to the plot whatsoever. Anyway, we want to go down these stairs here and up this, oh, here we go, up this slope, and we're going to keep on going round, and we're going to get this treasure chest containing the Ultra Nova. That is, unless I have missed something, the final treasure chest we can pick up. So with that done, I now want to go back up the stairs. Yep, there we go, got there eventually. And we're going to head through this door here. Okay, we have another blob to take down, the green blob. Return our trees. Give back our green forests. Yeah, this is very angry nature person. The Anemotor, 2,375 HP, 6 action points. We're going to open up with Glenn here using Eagle Eye. We've got quite high strength on Sarge. Glenn having low strength, not the greatest, but we might be able to get away with something. We're going to open up with a 2-3. And then, yeah, on turn 1, Anemotor is going to use Infoscope 3 times to get a completely green field. I'm going to play this safe. I'm going to use Glenn to get 3 level 1 attacks off. Fargo is then going to use a Strengthen on Sarge. And then Sarge is going to use X-Strike. And that should be just enough. If Glenn had more strength, I would be more confident in doing this. But he doesn't, so I use the Strengthen. Otherwise, I just skip the Strengthen. But yeah, there we go. Anemotor down. Another growth level. Sarge gets strength. We knew Glenn was getting nothing. Fargo gets magic. Yes, Glenn's strength is a problem. He really should be at like 41 to 45 at this point. Oh, we're going to have to bear that in mind. That's really low. Okay, anyway, we want to take this teleporter up. And we have arrived at a lift. And we can see the top of the and we can see the top of Terra Tower, but it's sealed off. Looks like there are 2 more seals, arf, on this tower that we need to get rid of. But we are going to do that in the next episode. I'm going to split Terra Tower into 2 parts. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to leave a like on the video. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye!